Mr. Mayor, Mike Tobin is in the middle of some breaking news and some chaos on the ground in Missouri. Mike, what do you have?
All right.
Yeah, Mike, are you there? It's Sean. Well, I can hear Mike coughing. As you can see, there's a lot of tear gas canisters that have been fired, reports, bottles, and rocks being thrown. You see some of the officers there. Mike, I see you on the screen. Can you hear me? I don't think he can at this moment.
Yeah, I hear you. And what you've got here is
Go ahead,
what
Mike.
you've got there is a line of the tactical officers right off in this direction. And they're with the Bearcat vehicles and the other tactical vehicles. And what you've had, what has just been dispersed, is a line of demonstrators that were taunting the police, kneeling down in the street, throwing things in their direction. And we just had a big volley. There's another round that just went out of the tear gas coming out of the police vehicles in that direction, again intended to and very effective at dispersing these demonstrators for a short period of time. Dispersed, then they form back up again, and the situation repeats. There you have, hey Bobby, if you would turn and look north behind you, there you can see one of the tear gas canisters on the street dispersing right now, or deploying the tear gas. And we're just a couple hundred yards away. In fact, we're right in front of the city police department. And that's where a lot of this formed up. Here's the city police department. Right behind that is the fire department. And the street is rather barren at the moment because they just hit it with a new round of tear gas. But what we'll see is as the wind blows through, the gas dries up, the demonstrators will come back. Sean?
Yeah, Mike, as you're catching your breath there, I know you were right in the middle of those tear gas canisters going off. Report that you had earlier this evening that you heard a pop, pop, pop. Have you been able to confirm if that was a gunshot, or do you think maybe a tear gas canister?
What I have now from one of my cameramen who saw it is he said it was a gun fired in the air.
By one of the protesters?
Hit with another big wave right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow. And all that tear gas. And how? I know you're struggling. How bad is that for you?
You know, I had worse tear gas along the way. It's definitely unpleasant. But, Sean, what we've also seen is storefronts getting busted up. We've heard from police that they're trying to tip over vehicles. We've heard vehicles getting banged around, if you will, vandalized. So that's part of the reaction we're getting tonight.
All right, we'll check back in with Mike Tobin later on. As you heard, storefronts, in fact, windows are being busted. There's an attempt to earlier turn over a car. It looked like a police car to me. Reports that gunshots have been fired, bottles, etc., rocks being thrown. And we continue with New York City.